Hey guys, Mr. here again for another video today, and we are back with our Houston Vikings franchise mode. And in this one, we will be here to go up against the Minnesota Wild in the first round of the playoffs. And yeah, we will see how that goes. Now, really quickly, we're gonna go check out their lines. I believe we did look at them in the last episode, and they are pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. So let's go to Minnesota. I was looking for H for Houston for some reason, but yeah, here we go. So this team is pretty damn solid, I'm not going to lie. Their offense, very good, all around everywhere. Really good third line. Even their top line is probably really good. I'm sure they all put up a decent amount of points, yeah. Jonathan Huberdeau put up, what was it, 78? Yeah, 78 points. Dale McNeely put up 76 in only his third career season, and he had a great season. That one, wait, was that third? No, fourth, sorry. Well, no, third full season in the NHL, yet to get hurt as well. Nice. And Alex DeBrincat had an 80-point season. Yeah, he's just done so much better over here in Minnesota, except for that one year with us where he broke 74 points. So yeah, what a beast he really is over there on that top line. So yeah, their top line, Jonathan Huberdeau, Dale McNeely, and Alex DeBrincat. Second line, Jason Zucker with Andrei Burakovsky and Nail Yakupov. Third line, Vladislav Kamenev with Mikhail Granlund and Sebastian Reese. And the fourth line of Frank Vetrano with Riley Sheahan and Victor Recchi. Defensively, they have Brady Shea and Seth Jones on the top pair. I do want to see how that pair did. Not too bad from Shea. Shea doesn't necessarily put up that much points. Not too great either, though, from Jones, although the past two seasons haven't been great seasons for Jones, although last year he did miss 12 games. Definitely would have hit the 30-point mark, but yeah, Jones is one of those defensemen where you want to be hitting over 40 points a season, so not much out of that top pair. Then Bigris with Tim Conklin, obviously a drafted player. Biggers puts up 29 points. Conklin tied his career high this season with 55 points, so he's actually a really good offensive defenseman. Then Jacob Slavin, we gave to them around a 20-point score by the looks of it, and Calvin Hahn, only 10 points as an offensive defenseman. It's not very good. But yeah, a good D-core as well. And then going to check the goalies, they've got Bryce Sexsmith still. How did he do in the regular season? 917 save percentage and a 2.52 GAA. Really isn't that good, but he did have a lot of wins. How did he do in the playoffs? He's only played one playoff game throughout his entire career, and he had a 928 save percentage and a 3.00 GAA. So very interesting. This is the first time he's getting a start. And then Philip Grubauer, their backup. Scratch players, they have Grant Perrin, Jared McIsaac, and Connor Carrick. So, yeah, unfortunate part about going up against Minnesota Wild, we gave them a lot of these players. We gave them Alex DeBrincat, we gave them Andrei Burakovsky, we gave them Sebastian Reese, who was a player we drafted. And, yeah, no, it was our first year, it wasn't even our second year. We also gave them Jacob Slavin, and then we also gave them Philip Grubauer, and then I believe it was our first draft pick. No, sorry, a second draft pick, or a second first-round draft pick, I believe. No, I don't know. This is just our first draft pick in 2018. It was Jared McIsaac. Never really panned out for us, though. Now an extra defenseman over there in Minnesota, so I feel like I spent way too much time on that. But I do want to go check out stats really quickly. Well, I mean, I checked them out in the last episode, but I do want to see where Minnesota fell. So they did fall ahead of us. I knew they had home ice advantage, you could tell. I just want to see how many more points they had. They only had 2 more points than us, so not too bad. Minnesota was a good team this season. Arguably, our team should have done better, but yeah, so we'll see. Are we able to make it to the Stanley Cup final for 2 years in a row? Let's find out. Let's see. Game number 1, we will start. And obviously, again, in Minnesota, we didn't have that great of a season, so we probably won't get home ice much, if at all, throughout the playoff run this season. But let's go. Very first period of Game 1. And no goals allowed in the first. 20 minutes of play in the series. Shots tied at 11 heading into the second period. Let's go. Second period now. Again, no goals allowed. And shots now in favor of us, 22-19. But, like I said, no goals allowed yet in this series, which is surprising. It's going to be over 40 minutes of play without a single goal, which is crazy. You would think with our offense, you would think we'd be able to score. And even their offense, that top line is a scary one. And Julius Honka opens up the scoring. Nice. I'm happy with that because he didn't have a great regular season, so he gets on the board here in the playoffs, giving us the first goal of the series. But Calvin DeHaan, after I said, doesn't really put up points. He also scored. So 0-1, both goals coming from defensemen. We head to overtime, trailing in shots 34-32, and we will slow some overtime just as we did the third. Will it end early? Not very soon. 5-on-3 power play, though. 5-on-4 power play. Who took those penalties? Oh my god. Now the last half of the first overtime frame. We have a long power play. And we weren't able to convert on it. Oh my god. Shots are 44-39 for Minnesota. And guys, just so you know, this will end early, heading into the second overtime. But wow, both former players. Oh my god. Both former players getting penalties. DeBrincat was a minor from 12:04 down to 10:04, and then 2 minutes later, just under 2 minutes later, Reese got an elbow penalty, which was a major, or an elbowing. I just said elbow penalty. That is crazy. Now, time for the overtime period, though. It will end early. Who will it go to, though? Let's see. First shot has yet to be taken. This is the longest I've ever seen double overtime go to. And Frank, I don't remember if it's Frank Gorin or not, but Gorin gets the game-winning goal. I almost said the empty net goal, not going to lie. Ken Benson with both assists in that game. Luukkonen with a 44-save performance. Both goalies doing absolutely phenomenal. And if that's what it's going to be like this throughout the series, it could be a very interesting one. There could be a lot. Frank Gorin, it's Franklin Goring. It's the same thing. I can call him Frank Gorin. So, yeah, what a game that one was. I'm surprised that Gorin didn't get in the 3 stars since he did get the game winner. But game 1 goes to us with a 2-1 overtime win. Not too bad of a start, I'd say myself. Let's go, though. First period of game number 2. And, wow, lots of goals. So, not going to be a shootout this entire series. Jonathan Huberdeau scores to make it 1-0 very early. Then Trent Trojanovic gave us the tie back not too long after Huberdeau's goal. But then 2 players we traded to Minnesota scores on us, Burakovsky and DeBrincat. So it is 3-1 heading into the second period. Luukkonen let in 3 goals on 10 shots. I'm going to assume he's not actually in anymore. Oh, no, he still is in, which is surprising. I am surprised. Wait, I wonder how many... I'm not even going to check. Whatever. Second period. And they just add to it. Alex DeBrincat and then Victor Recchi score each in the second period. It is now 5-1 in favor of Minnesota. Another player we traded to Minnesota was Alex DeBrincat. So, yeah, that's no good. Yeah. Third period, I mean, I guess we'll slow sim. We were getting outshot as well. Jason Zucker makes it 6. And you know what? Jason Zucker makes it 7 as well. I just realized he scored from half. He scored from the wrong side of the half. Oh, Jesus, Luukkonen, buddy. You just let in 7 goals. Why did he not get taken out? That's my question. Burakovsky, the first star with a goal and 2 assists. Surprising it wasn't DeBrincat, to be honest, since he had 2 goals and 1 assist. But Sexsmith, the third star, 30 saves and a .967 save percentage for him. So his goalie stats remain great. Now a 7-1 loss That is no good at all, boys. That was terrible. I'm not a fan. Let's go and just out of curiosity, let's go and see what Luukkonen's stats are now. I mean, after the first period, I thought it wasn't going to be a close game, but I didn't think it was going to be that bad. Wow. He's actually under a 900 save percentage now. You freaking beast. Just kidding. Buddy, I need you to, go back to old playoff self with a 943 save percentage from last season. Can you do that again for me? Because, that is unacceptable. A 3.28 GAA. The worst GAA he's ever had was 2.34 in 10 games. It was in 2021, 2022. And yeah, that was just his worst year in the playoffs. But looking like this one may top that. I may top it as worst, or as his worst season in the playoffs, I guess is what I meant to say. I don't know. Let's go and sim game 3. I don't know what I was trying to say there. It probably didn't make sense. Let me know, did that make sense? Let's go. First period of game number 3. Now in Houston, Ken Benson gets us on the board in the first period with the only goal, and the shots were 10-12 in favor of Minnesota. We now will head to the second period, up by 1. Is that Benson's third point? I don't remember who had the 2 assists from game 1. I think it was Benson, so I think that's Benson's third point. Let's go, though, at period number 2. Okay, now we're scoring. Ken Benson with his second of the game, then Julius Honka with his second of the series. Jonathan Huberdeau and Alex DeBrincat then bring them within 1, but Curtis David, our captain, brings us into the 2-goal lead, and we're still getting outshot by Minnesota as well, funnily enough. Shots are 22-20 for them. We head to the third, though, up by 2 goals. Not looking too bad. Never mind. Jason Zucker makes it a 1-goal game, and that's not good. That's scary because there's still plenty of time left to play in this third period. As I continuously try to fight off a burp, and it just didn't want to go away. But oh my, I was just about to say, and we will win game 3, but not looking like that will happen. Well, not yet at least. Dale McNeely scored with under a minute to go in the third period to force overtime for Minnesota. Shots are even at 32 on each side. Slow sim the overtime period. Who will it go to? Will we go down 3-0 in the series? No, we will not. That's what I tried saying. Ken Hillis with the 9th goal of the night. Absolute beauty. That top line is absolutely shredding us. It was Ken Benson with the 2 assists as well. Yeah, that top line is shredding us, and I want to go see how they are doing, because in 3 games, they are tearing it up. Yeah, Huberdeau has 6 points. McNeely actually only has 3 points, but DeBrincat has 7 points. Zucker has 3 goals. Burakovsky has 4 points. Yakupov also has 4 points. So those top 2 lines have been absolute wonders for them, which is no good. Not a fan of that. But let's go back and sim to game number 4. And I just said go down 3-0 in the series. No, we're actually up 2-1. I said we could have gone down 3-1 in the series, but no, I forgot that we won game 1. I was thinking game 2 was still 2 games for some reason. So yeah, we're actually up 2-1 in the series, and we head to game 4, up 2-1, obviously, like I just said, but we're again in, sorry, as I try to fight off another burp, that just wasn't happening, as we are in Houston once again. First period of game 4. How does it go? Barry Gibson with the only goal of the period gives us the 1-goal lead heading into the second period. Shots are 14-8 in favor of us. Second period now, we're up 2-0. Barry Gibson with a very early goal in the second period. Wow, the shots went up a lot that period. Gibson, though, with his second of the night, gives us the 2-0 lead. Minnesota has been held off the board so far throughout this game. We're leading in the shots by 2. We have an early power play in the third period, which we were not able to do anything with, unfortunately. Still with that 2-goal lead, though. Is that enough? Personally, I don't think so. We are in the last half of the third, though, so hopefully Luukkonen can hold the Wild off. 1 minute to go, and we win game number 4. Luukkonen with a 31 save percentage. Nope, with a 31 save shutout. Sexsmith had 39 saves himself, though. He had over 40 shots. Like I said, Sexsmith has been doing good, which is unfortunate, and I just don't want him to do good, because we really need to get all the wins we can get over him. So we are now up 3-1 in the series. Now, I didn't mean to do that. Darren Nicholas only has 2 points. Are you kidding me? Benson has 5. David only has 3. So our top line really isn't even doing that much. Our second line isn't doing that much either. I mean, apart from Gibson and Benson, I don't know who's getting points on this team. Our third line does yet to get a point. Same thing, I don't know, fourth line, Goran has the 1 goal on the fourth line. Defense, Honka has the most points, but how we are winning this series, I do not know. Luukkonen's stats are getting a little bit better, but they still are not great, so we'll see if that continues. If they continue to trend up or not. Let's go, though. Game number 5 now. We will see if we are able to eliminate the Minnesota Wild. First period, we are up 1-0. Darren Nicholas scores after I said he didn't have a goal yet, which is good. I think my franchise line should be doing much better, but I don't know. Maybe the lines I had last year definitely were better. Although first period wasn't bad from us. We did score. It was a late goal, but who cares? We are up 1-0. Shots 12-9 in favor of Houston. Second period now, and we're up 3-0. Curtis David there, he gets a goal as well, and then Barry Gibson. Like I said, Barry Gibson has just been doing good, and yeah, shots 24-21 in favor of us, and we head to the third up by 3 goals, looking like we may be eliminating the Minnesota Wild, although Alex DeBrincat has something to say about that, but Terry Yoshimura has something to say to Alex DeBrincat, and Franklin Goran gets his second of the series, and I'm going to say this game goes to us. We're up 5-1 with 6 minutes remaining. We have a power play as well, which we aren't able to convert on, but that is okay. We win game number 5 by a final score of 5-1. Our top line did good. David and Nicholas each with 2 points. Benson might have had, or I'm sure he had at least 1 assist. Barry Gibson actually has the most points on the team, so never mind. He must not have gotten a point then in that game. He had 2 and 3, I believe. Oh no, he has 7 points now as well. They're just showing they just show Gibson for some reason. I think that might. I was gonna say that I think it might be because of the last name, but no, that wouldn't make sense. They both have 7 points. I don't know. That's weird. But top line looking to finally maybe have clicked in that first game. 4 points for Nicholas, 7 points for Benson, 5 points for David. Second line, Yoshimura with 4 points, Zadina with 4 points, and Gibson with 7 points. Like I said, he's just been a beast. Still no points on that third line. And then our fourth line, 2 of them have 1 assist, and Goran has 2 goals. I'm tempted to change up my third and fourth line just to maybe provide some more offense to this team. What I could do, though, I do not know. I'm definitely going to change Chevry and Goran. Should I really change anything else, though? That's the thing. I don't know. 2-way, playmaker, 2-way. Power forward, playmaker, power forward. I mean, either way, we're going to have a playmaker, a playmaker on each line, a two-way on each line, and a power forward on each line. You know what? Yeah, we'll just try that just to mix up the potentials. We'll try Chubrov and Goran now on the third line with Bracco. Actually, you know what? No, we'll try that as our fourth line. So Supre will get moved up to the third line then. Yeah, we'll try that as our fourth line instead. As for defense, I'm not going to change anything, I don't think. Not a lot of points coming from the back end, though. And Luukkonen stats are looking much better, which I'm very happy about. So, yeah, guys, that is going to be it from me. Actually, no, that's not true. We are going to sim up to see who we're facing in the second round, which I believe is going to be Colorado. If I'm not mistaken, it should be Colorado. Let's continue to sim a few days, though. So, in 5 games, I believe we have 4 or 5 players who are point per game players, which is nice. And I was right, we are facing Colorado. Something I forgot to check was to see how our AHL team did. Considering our leading point scorer only had 3 points, how we made it to Game 5, I do not know. We lost Game 1, we won Game 2, we won Game 3, then we lost Game 4 and lost Game 5. So, not great from the AHL team, but yeah, main focus is the NHL team. So, tune in next time, guys, to hopefully eliminate the Colorado Avalanche. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.